I offer my very sincerest gratitude to all of you for so kindly coming to be with us this evening to celebrate the appearance of Lord Sri Nityananda Prabhu. Recently, I was in Calcutta and found a great treasure. There is a library of over 3,000 very rare, precious manuscripts, many of them originals by our acharyas, that was just given to the Bhaktivedanta Research Center. One very dear friend and exalted Vaishnav, Srila Bodhaya Maharaj, who was the successor of Prabhupada's godbrother, Bhakti Pramod Puri Maharaj, in a very magnanimous gesture, he had what devotees tried to get for years and years and couldn't was given to him, and then he gave it to our devotees. So I was looking through some of the manuscripts. There was notebooks by Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, diaries by Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur that have never been published, that hardly anyone has ever seen. There was also some original notebooks by Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur in his own personal handwriting. I was looking through one in particular. Babies should be brought to the room where the mothers have a closed-circuit TV, please. I was looking through one of Bhaktivinoda Thakur's personal notebooks, and I saw page after page of songs and prayers, which were the original compositions of Thakur Bhaktivinoda. Gaur Arti, which we sing every evening. Radha Krishna Arti. And you know it's the originals because sometimes he'd have verse 1, verse 2, verse 3, then he'd have a line going to the top of the page or the bottom and insert a verse. And one of the songs that I was so blessed to see the original composition on, I'd like to sing for you this evening. Singing in front of my dear brother, godbrother, Vyasaki Prabhu. It's like a little crying in front of a eloquent poet. Nadiya Gudru me Nityananda Mahajan. Nadiya Gudru me Nityananda Mahajan. Hati ache nam hata jivera karam. Hati ache nam hata jivera karam. Nadiya Gudru me Nityananda Mahajan. Nadiya Gudru me Nityananda Mahajan. Sradavan jan hai, Sradavan jan hai. Sradavan jan hai, Sradavan jan hai. Prabhu aagyai bhai mage e bhiksha. Prabhu aagyai bhai mage e bhiksha. Bolo Krishna bajo Krishna karo Krishna siksha. Bolo Krishna bajo Krishna karo Krishna siksha. Nadiya Gudru me Nityananda Mahajan. Nadiya Gudru me Nityananda Mahajan. Hati ache nam hata jivera karam. Hati ache nam hata jivera karam. Aparada sunya ho ye loho Krishna nam. Aparada sunya ho ye loho Krishna nam. Krishna Mata Krishna Pita Krishna Dana Pran. Krishna Mata Krishna Pita Krishna Dana Pran. Nadiya Gudru me Nityananda Mahajan. Nadiya Gudru me Nityananda Mahajan. Krishna samsara koro chadiyana cha. Krishna samsara koro chadiyana cha. Nadia Godru में नित्यानंद महाजान Nadia Godru में नित्यानंद महाजान Pati अच्छे नाम हता जीवेरा खारान Pati अच्छे नाम हता जीवेरा खारान Krishna ra samsara koro chadiya nicha Jive toya Krishna nam sarva dharma sa Jive toya Krishna nam sarva dharma sa Nadia Godru में नित्यानंद महाजान Nadia Godru में नित्यानंद महाजान Pati अच्छे नाम हता जीवेरा खारान बोलो कृष्ण बाचो कृष्ण खोरो कृष्ण शिक्षा कृष्ण माता कृष्ण पिता कृष्ण दान प्राण जीवो दोया कृष्ण नाम सर्व धर्म सार Nadia Godru में नित्यानंद महाजान Nadia Godru में नित्यानंद महाजान Pati अच्छे नाम हता जीवेरा खारान अपराधा शून्य हो ये लोग हो कृष्ण नाम अपराधा शून्य हो ये लोग हो कृष्ण नाम कृष्ण माता कृष्ण पिता कृष्ण धन प्राण कृष्ण माता कृष्ण पिता कृष्ण धन प्राण जीवो दोया कृष्ण नाम सर्व धर्म सार कृष्ण दोया कृष्ण नाम जीवो दोया कृष्ण नाम सर्व धर्म सार Nadia Godru में नित्यानंद महाजान Nadia Godru में नित्यानंद महाजान In the land of Nadia, on the island of Godrum, the magnanimous Lord Nityananda has opened up the marketplace of the holy name. meant for the deliverance of all fallen souls. O people of faith, O people of faith, by the order of Lord Gauranga, O brothers, I beg this one request. Chant Krishna, worship Krishna, and follow Krishna's instructions. Being careful to remain free of offenses, just take the holy name of Krishna. Krishna is your mother. Krishna is your father. And Krishna is the treasure of your life. Giving up all improper behavior, carry on with your worldly duties only in relation to Krishna. The showing of compassion to all fallen souls by loudly chanting the holy name of Krishna is the essence of all forms of religion. Thank you for tolerating my broken words, Vayaski Prabhu. You are too humble. Thank you. When I was holding this original composition of Bhaktivinoda Thakur, just an old notebook, so old that the paper was filled with tiny little holes. Each page had hundreds and hundreds of tiny holes from either ants or worms eating it away. Almost 100 years old. Seeing Bhaktivinoda's writing with little cross-outs. And he would write on the lines, and then he would think of something and put a line and put it up vertically in the margin. It was just touching. I felt so immensely purified. But of course, the sound vibration of these prayers and these songs are immortal. In the song we have sung today, he is expressing his deep gratitude and appreciation for the mercy of Lord Nityananda Prabhu. Today, being Nityananda Trayodasi, the appearance day of Sri Nityananda Prabhu, we'd like to speak something in the spirit of this song of Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Brajendra Nandana Jai Sachi Shuto Hoilo Se Balarama Hoilo Nitai. In this age of Kali Yuga, Lord Krishna appears as Lord Chaitanya, and Sri Balaram appears as Lord Nityananda Prabhu. Arama Karuna Pahundu Ichan Nitai Gaurachandra. These two brothers are supremely merciful, unlimitedly kind, because they are giving freely to everyone and anyone without discrimination the most intimate revelations of love of God, the very perfection and essence of every spiritual path. And they are doing it in such an accessible and simple way. All that is required is our faith, our willingness to live a life of servitude with humility and in that spirit to chant the holy names. Today, in mourning, His Holiness Devamrita Swami Maharaj presented a brilliant, dramatic class on Lord Nityananda and Lord Chaitanya's intimate, loving relationship, of how Lord Nityananda would disobey Lord Chaitanya would chastise and criticize Lord Nityananda, all in the feeling of ecstatic love. Because spiritual love is the whole perfection of the love of the soul, and the various emotions that we experience in love in this world, which are filtered through the ego and the mind, contaminated by arrogance and anger and greed and lust and illusion. But these same emotions, in their absolute perfections, exist between the Lord and His devotees. Or anger and chastisement is something very beautiful. Radhanath Swami writes that he's quoting Krishna, that more than hearing the praises of the priests and the pundits who are perfectly chanting scriptural prayers and glorification of the Lord, Krishna says, I feel more satisfaction being chastised by the elderly gopis of Vrindavan, and even more satisfaction by the young gopis of Vrindavan. Krishna explains how he, in his different avatars, he killed Hiranyakashipu, Hiranyaksha, the most powerful demons in all of creation's history, who were creating such disturbance. And the Lord, He did away with Agasura and Putana and Vatsasura and Kamsa. But He finds millions of times more happiness being defeated in wrestling by little cowherd boys. This is the nature of the intimacy of spiritual love. You see, because these types of relationships in this world cause pain, they cause pain because love is so easily betrayed in this world, and that hurts our hearts so much. Or if it's not exactly suddenly betrayed, it just kind of wears off. The thrill is gone, and it's just like, what are we doing with each other? We get tired of it. Look for something new. Or even if it lasts pretty well, inevitably, somebody's going to die. So let's not worry about this love stuff because it's just too painful. Let's just try to find peace and extinguish all desires. But we find beyond that realization is perfect spiritual love, where there is unlimited variegatedness. So Lord Chaitanya and Lord Nityananda, they appeared within this world to give that, the highest revelations of love in the spiritual world, through the God's names. Now Lord Chaitanya, we read, Shri Krishna Chaitanya Radha Krishna Nahi Anya. The Mahaprabhu is Radha and Krishna in one form. Krishna takes on the emotions and the complexion of Sri Radha, the feminine aspect of the absolute truth. And in Lord Chaitanya's Leela we find sometimes he assumes directly the role of Krishna when he sits on the throne in the house of Srivas and he accepts worship of his devotees. Or sometimes he actually manifests his form of Krishna to intimate associates. At other times, he was immersed in the feelings of Srimati Radharani, tasting the sweetness of the ecstasy of her love for Krishna. But something else, please hear carefully. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu accepted the mood of Sri Radha, not only did he taste the highest pleasure of her love, something that he could not even fathom without taking this form, but as Srimati Radharani, the loving mother of all living beings, he was expressing her compassion to all living beings. Sri Radha's all-forgiving motherly love for the fallen souls who had forsaken her, betrayed her since time immemorial. But as the Supreme Mother, she may not be pleased with us, but whoever we are, whatever we've done, her love always remains the same. It's infinite. It's inexhaustible. It's unlimited. And seeing the conditioned souls in this world bereft of their natural spiritual happiness broke her heart. This breaking of heart is not like the breaking of hearts in this world. Breaking hearts in this world is frustration due to something that we may not be able to control, but it's just happened to us due to attachment. But her broken heart is an expression of her love, for her desire for every living being to be happy. Sri Radha wants to see every living being again with Krishna. And this was Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mood. And he expressed his mood of Radharani's compassionate side most openly to Lord Nityananda Prabhu. Nityananda Prabhu appeared on this day, 13th day of the waxing moon in the month of Magh, in Ekachakra. There was massive drought in the whole area. But as soon as Nitai came out from the womb of Padmavati as the son of Hadai Pandit, there was beautiful rains. And instantly crops and flowers and fruits and grains started growing abundantly. And he was so beautiful and so kind. Nobody knew who he was, that he was Balaram himself. He was God. But he hid his opulences just so that he could enjoy and be enjoyed intimately by his devotees. When he would sit on somebody's lap, he had a beautiful golden complexion, and his limbs were so soft. He is described like a little puppet made out of butter.